Welcome, strategy battle gamers, to another GBHL YouTube video. We are here at the Desolation of Stockport. You are here with your GBHL Roving Reporter Mr O'Byrne, and I'm currently joined by the 2013 league winner, Mr Ed Ball. How are you, Ed?
Tired.
Yeah, very tired. Why is that? Where are we in the tournament?
We are at the start of day 2. We played 4 games. I have not yet lost. However, I did have a draw in game 1. I currently stand 4th.
Looking a little bleary-eyed today?
Yeah, bleary-eyed.
Good night?
Standard. Looking around the room, there's a lot of bleary-eyed.
Who's staring back at you, I think?
No one.
Good night out?
Yeah, always a good night out.
Yeah, well, what did we get up to in the evening?
Curry, eventually.
Yeah.
Pop it up.
Went to a beef eater, sat down in that for a while. That was a nice time. Figured we didn't want it. And got a curry. So, first up, how are you enjoying the tournament here at North West Gaming Centre?
I always enjoy playing Toy Soldiers. Toy Soldiers are cool. Felby's are cool. Yeah. I enjoy inflicting pain as well in a pleasant.
Is that in a toy soldier sense or a...
Always in a toy soldier sense.
Cool, sorry.
Just, you know, these are my toy soldiers.
I thought we've gone into a different kind of interview from it.
Quite possibly, yeah.
You already leapt in and said you got 4 wins, but what army has led you to these 4 wins?
Unsurprisingly, it's the Felby.
The Felbys are back for their first 2014 outing after Hobbits all here, I believe.
Yeah.
So, firstly, talk us through why are the Felbys back?
The Felbeasts are like a fine wine. They are perfect in some instances and less so in others.
Do you think they're well suited to these scenarios?
The scenario spread for this particular tournament requires speed, power. Felby spring that. So that's what it is.
With a lovely pointy finger, could you talk us through exactly who you've got?
This is Kamal on a Felbeast.
You've got Kamal Eastling on a Felbeast.
Yes.
Why Kamal?
Kamal is probably one of the more versatile of all the wraiths. Yes, you've got the Knight of Umbar who can match, but Kamal has the ability...
You mean match your opponent's fight values and stats?
Certainly. You can sort of go, I'm going to take that because that's better than me. So he's never worse off.
Sure.
Kamal is versatile in that regard. Is also more survivable. Obviously, we are playing 1 hour 45 games and against certain 52 model armies.
Yeah, it's been good. A lot of the games have gone to the death rather than ending because of a time limit.
So we are playing full time. Kamal also has the ability to regain will, so in a protracted fight, he doesn't really die. He doesn't sort of will out of it. He doesn't get banished.
So who's next to Kamal?
Next to Kamal, we have something that looks a little bit like a Dark Marshal, but today he's masquerading in the form of the Knight of Umbar.
So this is the Knight of Umbar in the middle.
Yes.
Cool. And he's your leader?
Yes, he is.
So why the Knight of Umbar and why is he your leader?
He has 3 might, which is unique amongst the the ring wraiths who aren't the Witch King. He also matches enemy heroes again, and will take your 3 attacks and your fight 7, which helps obviously. And also doesn't lose will. If he wins a fight, does not lose the point of will for being in a fight.
Cool.
Which again, in a protracted fight, is helpful.
And finally, who's that over on the end?
Ring Wraith number 3. He has no name, for he is a Ring Wraith.
He is unnamed.
He is unnamed. He is maxed out, however.
Presumably that's just a concession to the points value.
Unfortunately, yes. If it was 510 point tournament, he would have a name. Which one? I'm not certain.
So good as to pivot one of the ring wraiths around so I can see it from the side. So they all look a bit flat on it. Lovely, thank you very much. So, 4 games, 3 ring wraiths. How have they been getting on? Like, talk us through your games briefly.
The first game, I played a young gentleman, first ever tournament, who pulled out a force which, if you were going to plan an army to defeat this force, you'd pick that, obviously.
What did he have? Tell the viewers what that force is.
Kelleborn. Yeah, Lake Town.
Lake Town. How's he going?
Kelleborn.
Lake Town.
Kelleborn, which is decent, you know, he's a fight, freezing all the accolades, he's Elven hero that causes terror. He does have a few spells, so that's helpful. Rummel and his tanks. But yeah, Rumil, who's always a bit of a bane because of his parry special rule.
Sure.
And like just fluff elves, but including 8 Gladrim Court Guard, so it's like 4/4/4 in each war game.
He played you to a draw.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure you are the bigger man enough to say that was quite the result for a young lad at his first tournament.
Yes, the extent to which that happened, you know, it was good. We managed to surround my general, was fortunate enough to draw the combat, and then we all love 50-50 dice rolls.
Don't we?
Yeah.
You've won enough of them in the past to lose a few.
Only against you, Damien.
But lovely guy to. He came out with us with his dad for curry as well, which is very nice. So great. So unexpected draw, perhaps.
Yeah, but as Mr. Harrison, nice guy, Mr. Harrison always says, you want to know if you're going to lose a game, lose your first one.
Absolutely.
So that's good. That goes to plan.
Yeah, obviously plan that.
The second game I played. Who did I play? What was the first game? Oh, yeah. I played resident sort of battle gamer and battle reportist, Steve Crow.
Oh, okay. I've got him next.
Yeah. With
lovely guy. Lovely bloke.
Good. Gondor Fluff Force, Faramir, Knights, Beragond, Madril, Rangers, Guard of the Citadel, etc. Yeah, so he had his Knights in the middle.
This was rescue, wasn't it?
This was rescue. So this was Fellbeast to
so
kill Faramir.
You had to kill Faramir in the middle.
Yeah.
3 Fellbeasts.
So that happened in turn 1, and then yeah.
Then you just have to avoid being broken, which with a 3 model army you can't be broken.
Spent the rest of the time reducing him to 25% in the game.
Sure.
Yeah.
Kind of an army scenario built for you to win and him to lose, really.
If I were against particularly a non-elvish force to lose that scenario, I shouldn't really.
Game 3?
Game 3 was Blockade, wasn't it?
Game 3 was Blockade.
And that was initially against an individual who was Charles Sims. Mr. Charles Sims. With his beautiful theme force of Thranduil and Tariel.
With his beautifully painted Mirkwood Rangers.
And no, some of them were beautifully painted by, I think, yourself. So.
T.O.'s got an opinion on that.
Yeah. Poofy sprayed him green, did the face, did the bow. We got 3 colours.
3 colours. 3 colours for the win.
Thereafter, also final edition to his force. So elves, Alfred,
of course.
A brilliant theme.
It's like when they go to Mirkwood in the film, and then just as they get Thranduil's calls, and Thranduil goes, "The orc had nothing more he could tell me," and then Alfred strolls up.
So actually, he could have done, mate. He could have
done, yeah.
Yeah. So there's that.
And how'd that game go?
I managed to win 6-0. There were only 3 other people across the 21 games who managed that.
So pretty good start.
Yeah, break him and kill his. Was the right way around? Yes, it was. Break him and get my leader off, which happened. So that was useful.
Which leads us to the final game, which is Blockade again, where you would have been trying to stop them getting off the
Yeah, I had to stop an all-mounted Rohan!
Not taken by Handsome over there, who's not playing. So
no.
who was this all-mounted Rohan?
This was taken by, again, occasional GBHL battle reportist, Mr. Kieran Street.
Mr. Kieran Street, Mr. Find the Halfling Kieran Street. Kieran, put Gandalf there. In some months, you'll all understand what that means.
And he had Eomer, Knight of the Pelennor or Marshal of the Riddermark or whatever it is, the buffed version, along with his friend Erkenbrand. And again, the Gondor Fluff, where red shields, like 5 or 6 Royal Guard, 5 or 6 Outriders.
So, in an army, I believe he started painting on Monday.
Yeah, it was similarly. Yeah, it was getting there. It wasn't yet fully painted, but certainly more than sufficient for tournament standards.
Sure. And So you have to stop him getting off. He's all mounted. I can only think of how unfortunate that was for him.
Well, yeah, it didn't end well. What helped was halfway through, it turns out I've been using Felbeast wrong for 2 years.
Yeah, as if you need a boost.
As if I need a boost. When Felbeasts win a combat, having charged in against a cavalry, before I even start to strike, every rider is automatically thrown and takes a strength 3 hit.
Absolutely.
Which when you're Rohan, means
didn't know that.
well, you know, Felbeasts.
So on the downside for you, it does affect your hurling, doesn't it? Because it means you're then hurling an infantry model rather than a cavalry model.
It does. However, doesn't really matter. You know,
Cool.
me and my Felbeast.
Knocked him down a lot, held him around a lot.
Yeah, and then sort of just pounced and rendered the arms and legs off the various heroes that I had to. Broke him, and yeah.
So 4 games, 4 wins.
3.5.
3.5. So
I did acquire a draw.
You did. We're now about to start game 5, which is Seize the Prize. How do you rate your chances at Seize the Prize, and who are you playing?
60-40 in my favour. Nice guy, Mr. Thomas Harrison. Why 60-40? We have discussed something at length, and it, unfortunately, this scenario, given how it's written, turns quite a great deal on 50-50 dice rolls.
Specifically the digging up the prize, I suppose.
There's that, but that's one way to play. A second way to play is... It's not that one that's the key one, it's the 50-50 dice roll immediately after it's stood up. So the priority, not the priority, but when the heroics are called in the priority turn after it's stood up. That's 50-50 dice roll, and you know, that's never the best, that's not a good way to win.
So essentially I think we worked out it was 3, wasn't it? 3 50-50 dice rolls, Tom could just take the game essentially.
And equally 3 50-50 dice rolls, I could just take the game.
Absolutely. So with you both on 4 wins at this stage, there's an awful lot hanging on a couple of dice there. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Tom's ahead of me.
I'm just assuming, you know.
It's not usual that
okay,
I drop
so thank you very much. For your final questions, your prediction, where are you going to finish?
I'm going to win.
You're going to win?
If I beat Mr. Harrison.
If you beat Tom, you'll win. That's your prediction. Which also answers my next question, which was, who do you think is going to win? If you don't win, does that mean you think Tom will win?
If Tom beats me in this game, he'll either be playing Lake Town or a very similar force in the next game. If he plays a similar Elven force, he'll beat that. Partly due to Glorfindel, partly due to Lancers.
Partly due to his natural charisma.
His charisma, unfortunately, has very little to do with his innate ability to win games. However, it makes losing to him a lot more amenable.
What do you think about the rumours that he's able to use his dazzling smile to lull opponents into a false sense of security before crushing them?
I would agree to an extent, with one clarification, that would be weaker opponents only. So certainly on this table,
you can resist the
oh yeah, smile. I'm just naturally rolling 6s to resist that transfixing spell he might have.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for your time, and good luck with the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Happy Strategy Battle Gaming, and
support your Hobbit.
I did it the wrong way around.
You did.